Here we have the Thermarest Neoair Xlite. Check it out. It's tiny. It's tiny. Check out the comparison. So, this is apparently ultralight Berghaus Peak, and this is the Xlite. It's tiny. So, on the website it says 350 odd kilos. No, it doesn't. That's a lie. 354 grams. Don't get excited, Stevie. Don't get excited. 354 grams. I put it on my scales at home and it's 454 grams. I'm assuming the mat itself is 350 odd grams, but the whole package itself is 450 odd grams. Here's a comparison with a mobile phone. So it comes in this little sack. It is quite tight getting it in this sack, to be honest. Bit of a struggle getting it out. Come on! Right, she's out. So, in the sack, in the little stuff sack, we've got this bag. Acts as like a wind catch to pump the mat with. So the material, can you hear the crunching? Well, that's got all the the box material inside, like it's got like thermal material inside. It sort of zigzags like that and creates slightly air in between, traps the warm air from your body, reflects it back up to yourself. Without further ado, let's get it rolled out. So this is a wing lock valve, supposed to be really robust. And then you simply whack that. See how it's got like a groove there? That creates the seal inside. There's like a rubber seal there. Shove it on. So you keep doing this. Bit of a faff, but it's better than blowing it up. If you use this instead of blowing it, you don't put your moisture inside the mat because you can get a build up of mould and stuff inside. So just knocks it off. But it's like a one-way valve, so if it comes off, it doesn't matter because the air stays in there. So you can spread it out wide, like that. Roll it at the top, push down. There you go, there you go. So, she's comfy. She's definitely comfy. And you're off the ground. And you sit on it in one area, you does squash down and you do touch the ground. But when you lay down, you're not touching the ground. It's getting hot. Sun's beaming away. The first day of sun of the year. Anyway, so it's a bit noisy, but you get used to that. It's compact. It takes a couple of minutes to blow up. It's warm. It's really warm. Now, I've always been a crap sleeper when it comes to camping outside, and I've always had a cold back, so I decided to invest in this baby. Now, I do have a regret. Now I don't regret. I don't regret anything in life. I see it as lessons learned, and this is a lesson learned. Now I'm in between 6'3" to 6'4", and this mat just about covers me. My foot's sort of hanging off the end slightly. Now the length isn't that much of a problem, because when I lie down in my sleeping bag anyway, I've got a pillow behind me, and I usually stuff some clothing and that behind me. So also, if you've got boots on or anything, booties or whatever you want to put on inside your sleeping bag, there's ways of keeping yourself warm with that little tiny bit. Now the main bit you want to be keeping warm is your torso, but it's not wide enough. Now if you can see this, look, my arms are just hanging off. They're just touching the floor. So I mean, what I have to do when I'm in my bivvy bag is put clothes down the side, either side of the mat. Now I did try this out. I got it in Go Outdoors. Now the price online is astronomical. You know, they're expensive, but got mine in Go Outdoors when they were having like a revamp in the store, and then it was 30% off, but I also got it 10% off because I got like a price match, or I beat the price, and then they knocked a further 30% off that as well. So I got it for just over 100 quid, 120, 100 and something. Now that is a lot. It's a lot of cash. But some of these X-Therms and Xlites and whatnot and Max this and that, they're like 220, 250 quid for one that'll fit my size. You know, for the wide, like the square one, the rectangular ones. I think I'm, you know, if I was to get a big Brucey bonus one day, I think I'd invest in definitely go for a wider one. Now whether I'd go for the Thermarest again, or whether I'd go for Big Agnes, Rapide XL, something like that. I mean, the R rating's not all that different in something like that. I mean, the Thermarest ones, they are the best on the market. There's no doubt about it. In terms of performance of R rating to weight ratio, they've just cornered the market with that. But how much are you willing to spend on a sleeping mat? Now, I had a moment of madness a few years ago, a couple of years ago, when I got this, and I'd got myself a decent sleeping bag, and I thought, you know, if I forked out on a decent sleeping bag, I want a decent mat as well, and I'm going to have it forever. You know, there is a chance of puncturing it, but as long as you do a good job of the repair, or even better, just be careful with it. You know, I'll always use a bivvy bag with mine, and possibly some sort of mat underneath. Now, you could argue that if you're going for something so lightweight and then you're having to take extra things with you as well, then what's the point? But I guess once you've got it, you've got it then, aren't you? You know, you can double it up for comfort purposes, but it's also there for lightweight. And if I do go out camping, I always take a bivvy bag anyway. Even in a tent, I'm inside a bivvy bag. A, it's an extra layer of protection, but B, I've had so many bad experiences with tents leaking in, that I just take one. So I'm not taking any extra weight in order to counteract, you know, the vulnerability of these mats, but I'm taking it anyway. So for me personally, I think they are a good buy. I just think they're too expensive. And yeah, this particular mat, I cocked up basically. I cocked up. But I've got kids that come with me, and you know, I've got Litlin, so she's perfect size for this. She's not a big chunk like me. But the next purchase, I'm definitely going to make sure that I lie down in the shop and make sure my arms don't come off the side of it. That's the advice I give to you. Go in the shop, try it on, try it out for size, and then, you know, if you do want to shop around and get it cheaper online, fair play. But if you go in the shop, find somewhere that stocks whatever you're after, and go and try it out. It's got an R rating of 4.5, which is classed as a 4-season mat, and that's good enough for me in the UK, to be honest. The next one I'm thinking of getting, the Max some other Neoair Xlite Max, is long, wide, and it's also about 6 to 7 in the R value. Just because it happens to be 6 to 7 in the R value, I'm not buying it because of that purpose. I'll either go for that or the Big Agnes. The difference being is the weight and the R rating. The Xtherm's cheap, more expensive, but it's a better R rating and it's lighter. So I've got to weigh it up, see how much more expensive the Xtherm is versus the Big Agnes at the time. You know, see if I can get any sales or anything like that going on, and I'll go for that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, guys. It's good for on the trails. It's very, very light. You know, you struggle to get a foam mat down as light as that. I think foam mats will be more heavier than that. But yeah, it's vulnerable. You can pop it. It's expensive, and these Xlites, I think I'd probably prefer to go for the wider one than the weight saving. Even if I was doing massively long trek, I'd just sacrifice something else. I'd just take, you know, a pair of socks less or something like that, and just put up with it than have to put up with this and put your arms on the floor. So anyway, it's nice spring day. I think I'm gonna have a nice chill now. Oh. There we go. Thanks for watching. See you again.